A very good morning to you, boys and girls. It's Monday, the 8th of April, 2019. Welcome to Bracknell here in Royal Berkshire and this morning's United Kingdom talk. Literally 10 seconds before we were due to start there, before the globe came up and all that, I thought I'd just have a quick look at my Instagram. Oh my God, and look at my face. It is all lit up and I am beaming, boys and girls. Why am I beaming, you may ask yourself? Well, because one of the characters from the new series of Dynasty, which is on Netflix, there's two lots on there now. There's series 1 and series 2, and it's like a, you know, Dynasty, but the new lot, if you see what I mean. All the characters are different and everything, or at least all the actors playing the character. And with some of them, in the first series, they're dead. You know, some of them are dead, so they had to, but they completely changed it. And it is one of the best things on the telly because it's hilarious. Anyway, one of the characters, Fallon, is played by Liz Gillies. And on my Instagram, she posted yesterday, I can't remember what the post was now, just perhaps a picture of herself or something like that. On the programme, Liz plays Fallon, as I say, and she is super bitch. Super bitch, and she is absolutely hilarious with some of the one-liners she comes out with, right? Well, I liked the pictures and I put the comment, totally love your character on Dynasty, so funny, from a gay fan in the UK. It's been liked. Look, there's a heart. She's liked my comment, which means Fallon has read my comment. How fantastic is that? I'm so happy. Can you see how happy I am? I love it. So I'm really pleased about that. That's really made my day. I can't wait to show this to my mate. Oh, he'd be so jealous, dear. He'd be so jealous. There's a lovely gay character in that called Sammy Joe. Actor named Raphael does something or other. I think he's from Venezuela, actually. Very good looking. So she plays his brother in the Dynasty. So I've been liked. Can I just show you this again, please? Look at the heart from Liz Gillies. Look, heart. Fantastic news. Absolutely marvellous. I do have Instagram. I've actually already done a little Instagram video this morning, which I haven't sent up yet. So I'll probably send it up a little bit later. It's a bit mad. I'll warn you, it is a bit mad, and you'll probably watch it and you'll think to yourself, he's definitely finally lost the plot. Okay, it's my own version of Que Sera Sera. You know that song by Doris Day? I think it was her birthday yesterday. I'm sure it was Doris Day's birthday yesterday. But it's my own version of Que Sera Sera, and I shall upload that shortly after today's show, about an hour later. Okay? Just be warned for that one. And if you want to watch that, join me on my Instagram thing, which is Chris Reardon UK. Instagram username Chris Reardon UK. It's the same for Facebook and Twitter and all those things. Okay, Chris Reardon UK, and of course YouTube as well. So there we are. A bit overcast here this morning. I must say, very disappointed with the weather. I'm sure they told us last week that the weather was going to warm up and it was going to be nice and all that. Well, I went out yesterday morning to church. I thought it was quite cold after we did the show yesterday. I didn't think it was warm at all. But after church yesterday, it was quite nice. I had a walk around. I wanted to find some heads for my oral what's that thing? You know, the toothbrush. Or what are they called? Oral-B toothbrush heads. Okay, and the particular one I've got is Floss Action. Floss Action. So it's got the white bristles in the middle, and around the outside are, I think, about 4 or 6 little yellow things that stick out, which are supposed to do flossing at the same time. Although I do the thing with the string as well. I do that as well. And I couldn't find them anywhere. First of all, I went into Superdrug. Went into there, found them. And of course, they got every one but, haven't they? It's always the case. Every one but. So I went into Superdrug and had a look in there. Didn't have anything in there. And then next door to... Isn't it funny when they put them next door to each other? Next door to Superdrug is Boots the chemist. So I went in there. I couldn't find any in there. So I said to the girl, have you got the little replacement brushes? She said, oh, well, they should be over there. I said, well, I've had a look. I'll have another look and see if they're there. I might have missed them. She said, oh, if we haven't got them there, they'll be online. I mean, you know, that's why I went into a shop, so that I didn't have to order it online. So I couldn't find any. The day before, on the Saturday, I'd been into... I think I've been... Where did I go for them in there? I think Waitrose. Yes, I went in Waitrose, specifically for those heads. I thought, well, I'll have them in Waitrose. No, can't find them anywhere. Couldn't find them. So I went online, Amazon, and £12 for... Oh, no, would have been £10... £10.80 to 4 little bits of plastic. It's outrageous, isn't it? £10.80 for 4 little heads. Anyway, so I started ordering, typed in my stuff. I got to the end page, and there it was, the final £10.80 plus £4.97 postage and packaging or something like that. It was nearly a fiver. I thought, oh no. How can it be half the price again to send it through the blooming post? I thought, no, I'll put up with the old one for a while until I can find one in a shop. I'm not paying for nearly £5 postage for something that costs £10 to buy. No, I won't be doing that. I might pop up to Sainsbury's just up the top of the road and see if they've got any in there. Clearly, that must be the most popular one. They've got all the others, cross action and this and that, not the floss action one, none left. Perhaps a popular item for people with extra clean teeth like me. Hope you've cleaned your teeth this morning. I can't be having people sitting here watching the show with dirty teeth, you disgusting people. People, please turn off now if you haven't brushed your teeth. And make sure you haven't got smelly breath if you come up to me and ask me for a karaoke song tonight at Central Station. If you're coming along there. Dirty people. As I say, the weather's awful today. It's nasty out there. I'm so glad I got my washing in last night. Done the washing on, I think it was Friday actually, and it was up all day yesterday. And last night I thought, oh, I don't know, this is looking a bit like it might rain later. So this was about, after I got in from my mate's house last night, it was about midnight. It was about 11:30 midnight. So I went out into the garden, took all my rubbish in, and hey presto, this morning it's it's raining. It's a little bit of rain coming down here and there, but I'm sure they said, as I say, last week, the weather was going to be nice this week. And I've checked the weather out for the next 2 days because my nephew and his family are coming down from Lincolnshire to spend a couple of days at LEGOLAND. And what's her name on the... Carol Kirkwood. Oh, I like Carol Kirkwood. Oh, by the way, I've got a new favourite BBC breakfast presenter. I've gone off Naga now. I'm sorry, Naga. You've gone now. That's it. I now quite like the blonde girl from Newcastle. She sounds like she's from Newcastle. She is so down to earth. I know I would totally and utterly get on with her if I ever met her. She's great. I can't think of her name. She's quite a big girl. Not fat, just big, you know, like as in how, you know, do you know what I mean? You get some big people and some little people. I suppose I'm a bit little really. So she's a big person, and she's just great. Newcastle accent. She's just so down to earth. It's unbelievable. So I quite like her now. Naga, thank you. I've done you now. Let's bring the blonde girl in for a few more chats. But Carol Kirkwood, she was saying the next 2 days it's going to seem colder because the wind's coming from the north. We'd be freezing our little bits off at Legoland, wouldn't we? But never mind. We'll have to spend more time in the all-you-can-eat pizza and ice cream buffet. Oh, yes, I'm so much looking forward to that. Whether or not we go tomorrow or Wednesday. Oh, that reminds me. I've got to find my Legoland card. I wonder where Oh, is this it here? No, that's my E+ card. I must make a note of that. Look for Legoland card. Because I signed up for a year. Because I knew I was going to go a few times. So I've been twice so far, which is worth it. You've only got to go twice and you've paid for the card even more. In fact, they were doing a thing in Legoland last year, I don't know if they're still doing it, that if you go once, you can upgrade to a 300, an all year round pass for no extra money. Whether or not the same they do that or not. But that's what I've got, you see. So I need to dig that. It might be in that drawer over there. I don't know where. I need to dig that out today at some point. So that's the weather. Now let's just see who's with us this morning. Good morning to the delightful Shania Steele, who gets the first message in today. Good morning, Shania. Morning, Shania. Morning. Mike Reese-Ponto is there. Good morning. Thank you to those of you that are sharing the programme to your Facebook walls and whatever else. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. Okay, thank you. Hello to Katie Ann Patterson. Claire is in the house. Good morning, Claire. She's taking forever to recover, aren't you, darling, from a little bit of a chesty, throaty type thing. So keep at it. We'll be glad to see you back on a Friday night at Central Station. Lots of new faces there, by the way, Claire, who I'm sure you'll want to say hello to when you go there. Shania's off work for 2 weeks now. Gosh. Or you'll be bored, Shania, as soon as... I'm obviously not now. Yeah, obviously not now while I'm sitting here doing this programme. I mean, how could you possibly be bored if you're watching this? Exactly. Katie Ann is there. Morning, Katie Ann. Oh, you're talking to each other. Diane, there we are. Diane, good morning, Diane. Ray Reynolds is back from Blackpool. He's been at Blackpool playing his ukulele up there. Funnily enough, I was talking to one of my friends, Wendy. She is our Barry Manilow expert and correspondent, and she has started to learn to play the ukulele. And she made some comment about her fingers being sore. And I thought about that. Now, some of them, they've got this plucking thing. What is it? Is it called a spectrum or something like that? I don't know what it's called. It's a little plastic thing. Some of them play with that. But other people play with their fingers or their nails. And, all that going like that. I sent her a little message. Your fingers must get really sore like that. And she said, yes. She said, you don't know how much pain we all go through until we build up calluses, which I think they're called calluses, which are like hard bits of skin. But it must be red raw doing that. You imagine doing that. You get a piece of string or something and spend the whole day doing that with your thumb. Very painful. So much easier playing a keyboard. Incidentally, just in case you're wondering, on my Instagram video, which comes a little bit later on today, boys and girls, there's no keyboard playing. That's all I'm saying. It's my version of Que Sera Sera, but without music. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Comes up on my Instagram later. Chris Reardon UK. Instagram, Chris Reardon UK. All right. Hello to Lily. It was lovely for Lily to turn up at the karaoke on Friday night as well. She had the most gorgeous trouser suit on. You know how to dress. Good morning, Lily. Morning. Hello to Paul and Lou. Nice of them to joining us early. They're getting earlier now. You're getting better, Paul and Lou. Getting better. Hello to Thomas over on Vaughan Live. Morning, Thomas. James Dean is in the house. Good morning, James. I had a nice chat with him on the Facebook chat thing yesterday. Good morning, James. Adrian Richardson is home from the gym. Blimey, you must get there early. I don't understand these blokes and girls who go to the gym before work. Is that you? I don't know what you do, actually. Are you working, Adrian? People that go to the gym before work, like at 5 in the morning. Because some of these gyms now are open 24 hours, aren't they? In fact, where I go swimming up at the Hilton Hotel, that's the Living Well. It's called Living Well, part of the Hilton Hotel. Where I go swimming, the swimming pool's not open 24 hours, but the gym is. If you want to go and use the gym, you can go in there at any time. I just don't understand people who get up in the morning and they go straight down the gym. How do you do that? God, I've got to have at least a large pot of tea before anything can happen to me in the morning, dear. I mean, anything. I've always been the same. You know, you might be someone next to you in the bed. Go and get me a cup of tea first and brush your teeth. Not having any of that funny business first thing in the morning, thank you very much. No, thank you. Yeah, no, I'll have a cup. No, please. No, cup of tea first and brush your teeth. Oh, I hate bad breath, don't you? I hate it. Good morning to Maureen, texting us in this morning. Morning, lovely Maureen. All right. Oh, Maureen gave me this elephant this week. Look, she gave me this elephant. Do you like this? It does something. You ready? Is that hurting your ear holes? It's my squeaky elephant. We'll put him there for a little while. People give me things to display behind there. It's great, isn't it? Oh, dear. Mike, do these posh toothbrushes really work? Oh, it's not really a posh toothbrush, Mike. I think I paid about 20 quid for it. I mean, believe me, look online. You can get toothbrushes that are like 300 quid. I don't know anyone who owns one of those. It'd be something. My mate would have. Absolutely. My mate, if he had the money for one of those, he'd have one. Anything that's like a bit different and a bit posh and everything else, he has to have it. Oh, yes. Funnily enough, I'm taking him to, we're about to go in about a month's time to our poshest afternoon tea yet at Claridge's Hotel. Oh, yes. Claridge's Hotel. We're going for an afternoon tea. That's my birthday present to him. And I said to him, do you think we need a tie for that one? Because usually I'll go like this, shirt and jacket and nice pair of jeans on. And I just assumed we'd need a tie and trousers for that one, but it doesn't say anything about it. His other half, Andy, he reckons... he thought you'd need a tie and a pair of trousers as well. So, now, what were these trousers? Chinos? See, I don't have a pair of trousers. I've only got jeans. Oh, hang on a minute. I think I've got a grey pair somewhere. I might have a grey pair of trousers or something like that. Oh, thank you very much to... Oh, my God. Thank you very much to Michelle. Michelle, were you with us at the beginning of the programme or not? I'm not sure if you were. Because I had some news at the beginning of the programme. You'll have to watch the replay. You'll love the news. You'll love the news, Michelle. Michelle sends me a little picture of the Oral-B floss action. Now, they got them at Tesco's. £25 for what? For 5. £5 each. Isn't it dear? It's just the head. It's not the whole toothbrush. God's sake, man, they're so expensive. Mike, I think the electric ones work better than the normal ones. I'm sure they do. I mean, if you were to come close at me, you'll notice my gums have receded. Now, I've got a little bit of a health issue, which does recede your gums anyway. Nothing to do with the mouth, incidentally. But the dentist also says I'm brushing them too hard, which is because I've got an electric. I do love a good brush in the morning, don't you? My whole head is shaking like that. I love it. So I think the electric ones are better than the normal ones like that. But is there any difference between like the £20 electric ones and the ones that are like 300 quid? I mean, they say they're sonic and all that business, don't they? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Don't know. Costco are a good price for those toothbrushes, are they? Okay. I'm not a member. I've been to a Costco before. Oh, I hated it. What a soulless place that is. Anyone been to a Costco's? Absolutely soulless in it. It was a little bit like going in Toys R Us. Thank God they've closed. Another soulless place. Just a warehouse. No carpet on the floor, just concrete floor with a bit of shiny stuff on it and stacks of stuff with no one talking to each other. Awful place, that Costco. Morning to Joanna. Good morning, Joanna. Adrian, my children are nice and clean, but I'm getting sweaty now. I'm sure. Why are you getting sweaty? What, because you've been down the gym? Did you do anything, or did you just sit in there on your mobile phone? I noticed this. I said that yesterday, didn't I? Some of the younger lads in this don't really see any don't see any young girls in it. You see older ladies. Never seen any young girls in the gym. That I have to walk through it, you see, to get to the swimming pool. And the younger lads in there, they seem to spend most of the time sitting down on their mobile phones. Now and again, they'll put it down. They go, and they put it down, and they pick the mobile phone up again. That's all they do. They do 5 reps and then put it down and then pick the mobile phone up again and carry on. Very strange and mysterious. Hello to Peter Lake. How are you today? Did you have a nice weekend? Yes, thank you, Peter. I had a lovely weekend, thank you. Mike, I like Julia Hartley-Brewer on Talk Radio. She's brilliant. Totally agree with you. She is absolutely brilliant. She's really good. And you want to follow her on Twitter. Oh, no holds barred from her on Twitter. I think I would go as far as saying perhaps that she's become my favourite talk radio presenter, actually. Julia Hartley-Brewer. I think she's great. And she just tells you as it is, as similar as I do. I just tell you as it is. We don't pretend anything like that or pretend to be someone else. She is as she is. Fantastic. Highly recommend. And she does the breakfast show. I think she's about to finish, actually. She's on Talk Radio UK every morning. Now, if you're looking for that, be careful. There's also Talk Sport. It's not the same thing. Talk Radio is only on the DAB. I've noticed it can be a little bit tricky to pick up in Lincolnshire for some reason. But she's on there every morning and she's great. Julia Hartley-Brewer. James, Stephen McGowan. What are we talking about, Stephen McGowan? I don't know. Why have you said that name to me? Was I talking about something else a little while ago? Possibly Stephen McGowan? No. Remind me what I was talking about, James. We've kind of moved on from there. Sorry, mate. I can't remember what I was saying now. Good morning to Jade. Jade, Lady Phoenix is in the house. Good morning to you. Johnny Key is there. Good morning, Johnny. Shout out April the 8th. There we are. Shout out April the 8th. Does that mean something? April the 8th? I do not know. What does that mean, Jade? You have to be a little bit more than that, darling. That don't mean anything. Oh, Twisterlicious. That's it. Twisterlicious has got a new business, making all sorts of pastries and things, savoury and sweet. Twisterlicious, which is in Soho Square, and they had their opening parties on Friday and Saturday and Sunday this week. It's like a bakery type thing, and you can sit in there and have coffee, I think, as well, and all that business. They had their opening, which I was invited to. Unfortunately, I couldn't get there because I'm kind of sleeping at that time of the afternoon. And they've just started that, so go and visit that one. Twisterlicious. In 19 Soho Square. That's it. Is run by the lovely Jade and her husband Dave, who comes along to karaoke. He's the tall, good-looking one who's got the voice of a god. Not an angel, a god. Very deep and masculine. Oh, like that. No, similar to myself, actually. Similar to myself. No way I would sound camp at all while I'm singing. Claire's coming along for the karaoke tonight at Central. Good. Be nice to see you there. It's a little bit quieter on a Monday, Claire. Not dead, just a bit quieter than Friday, so you'll sing a little bit more, my darling. Have 3... If you're getting there early, we start at 7:30 on a Monday. If you're getting there early, you want to put 3 songs in, and that should do you all right. You'll probably get 3 in, okay, if you get there early, okay? A plectrum. Thank you, Johnny. The guitar thing is a plectrum. Thank you. There's Jade's, Lady Phoenix's website there, twisterlicious.com. Have a look. Just have a look at the pictures for 5 minutes, okay? Twisterlicious.com. Johnny, better to play with fingers than with a plectrum, also known as a pick, of course, a pick. I remember they called it a pick. Ding, ding, that's the old ukuleles and guitars and things like that. Good morning to Marc Newton. Morning, young Marc. Hope the estate agent's business is doing well that you own there. Adrian is between jobs, being a grumpy old man at 30 and being retired. 30? Come on, Adrian. 30? I don't think so, mate. Oh, dear. 30. Bring your birth certificate in next time I see you for proof of that one, please. And if I'm wrong, then I apologise. I will apologise after I've seen the birth certificate. And don't change anything. Don't be going to some Chinese bloke in a back office somewhere to get a fake birth certificate, because I will know. I've watched Line of Duty, you know. I know how to look at these things. Printing out dodgy passports for everyone, weren't he, last night? Anyone see that, Line of Duty? Wow. You've got to pay full attention to that, otherwise you'll lose the place. It's really good. I'm trying to work out whether the head of... what's it called? GI5 or something like that. The head of the corruption police force, the older bloke with the blonde hair, very famous actor. Can't think of his name now. But I'm trying to work out if he's involved in it or not. It's all very exciting. Line of Duty, highly recommended viewing. BBC iPlayer, you'll get programmes 1 and 2. Number 3 is on Sunday. Thank you, Ray. A plectrum can be used to play the guitar or banjo. The George Formby style of ukulele playing banjo is played with your bare nail. Oof. Oh, I hate nails, Ray. Long nails. Oh, even when I was straight, I hate women with long nails. Well, I say I was straight. I thought I was. Hello, everyone knew I wasn't. Not me. I thought I was. Misha, amazing news. Thank you. Yeah, she was with us at the beginning of the show. Misha, amazing news about Fallon. That's Liz Gillis. Liking your comment. I do love her bitchiness. This is the girl on YouTube. I feel I need to model. Well, if you want to be a model, then oh, sorry. I feel I need to model myself on her at times. I don't think you need to try. Misha, I thought you were already doing that, my love, at work. I feel I need to model myself on her at times. No, you don't. You're doing all right on your own, Michelle. I've watched you. I've watched the way you treat the customers with utter contempt. Well, I'm not surprised. Have you seen Waitrose customers coming in complaining? I never forget. It wasn't you on. It was another lady on once. And this woman, she comes in. She says, "Oh, I don't know. It was Monday. I came in Saturday and I bought this bag of oranges. There were 6 in the bag, and this one is green." And she'd only bought one back. I mean, I don't know what. I didn't hang around to see what happened. I mean, for you, for real, where's the other ones? And of course, she'd eaten all those, I suppose. Thought she was going to get another packet of 6 oranges in exchange for one green one. I would have told her to sling her rock. Bloomin' cheek. Awful. They've got an amazing security bloke in there. He's a lovely man. So nice to talk to. I can't think of his name now, but he's on the ball. Sometimes, as I come in, because obviously I'm not a suspect, I don't go around stealing things from supermarkets. I don't even put through grapes as carrots on the self-servicing like some of you do. I've seen you doing it. Don't tell me you don't. Disgusting. I just put these grapes on here. Oh, anyone looking? Put them through as carrots so you save like 50 pence or something like that. Outrageous. He's really on the ball in there, so I come in and say hello to us. And sometimes he'll have a conversation. Other times he'll have a conversation with you, quite understandably, but he's watching someone. He's watching someone. He's such a nice man as well. There's a couple of them in there. I think there's usually only one on at any one time. Isn't there? Lovely man, lovely man. Good morning to Martin Edwards. So don't worry about that, Michelle. You don't need to model yourself on Fallon. You're doing very well on your own, my love. Morning to Martin Edwards, who's on time today. Not really, Martin. We've been going for half an hour, mate. What are you talking about? On time, half an hour late. Michael Perlman's there in Australia. Stephanie, not Stephen Blond. Stephanie, thank you. Stephanie, that's the girl on BBC Breakfast Time in the morning. I really like her, the Newcastle lady on BBC Breakfast. I did like, what's her name again? Naga. I did like Naga, but sometimes she's a bit... It's like she always is trying to get one over on someone else. It doesn't matter who it is, whether it's a co-presenter or... Carol Kirkwood doing the weather, or someone it's always like she's always trying to get one over on someone all the time. So I kind of gone off Naga a bit. Sorry, Naga, lovey. You're very pretty, lovey. You're very pretty, but you're coming across a little bit like you're trying to get one over on someone all the time. Whereas Stephanie doesn't. She's really down to earth. Give her a watch. BBC, but the trouble is they always changing the presenters on there. So when you switch on, you never know which ones you're going to get. But she's great. She's great. Steph McGowan, that's it, is the Geordie on breakfast television. Thank you very much. Marc Jones, good morning. Morning, Marc Jones. It's his birth. Oh, what's that? It's Mark B. birthday. Mark B. Day. Is that your birthday today? Well, it'll come up on the thing, won't it, Mark? I'll do that for you at the end of the show. I'm glad you're news agent. How rude. You don't sell sweets and estate agent, Mark. I know that. I'll get down there at one point. I'll just appear and take you out for a cup of tea. There must be a cup of tea place near you, wouldn't there? Mark loves Line of Duty as well. Yes, and it's in the papers this morning. They're all reporting Line of Duty. Let's see. I did have that up here somewhere. Oh, maybe not. I thought I had that up here ready to read out for you. Oh, here we are, yes. So we've got the Daily Mail's version of it. Line of Duty has become, this is written by Jim Shelley, Line of Duty has become so complicated. And he's right, actually. You've got to pay full attention to that programme. You have, or you'll lose it. Don't sit there, picking up your mobile phone, checking messages and put it, because you'll lose the place. It's become complicated, as Jim Shelley in the Daily Mail reports. Line of Duty has become so complicated now, I have a wall in the living room covered in photos of the characters with hundreds of links between them in red marker pen that hopefully will come off. He's playing along with the programme. Viewers struggling to follow it did have one consolation, though. At least they were in good company. It's even more complex and troubling than we first thought. Here he is. Superintendent Ted Hastings told the police... This is a programme. This is a drama programme on BBC One, Colour. Superintendent Ted Hastings told the police crime commissioner, confirming he was better at summing up the programme than actually understanding what was actually happening, or he appeared to anyway. Whether the venerable AC-12 boss, that's it, AC-12 boss, knew too little or too much was fast becoming one of Series 5's biggest issues. To say Superintendent Hastings looked nervous would be an understatement, particularly in scenes involving former love interest Jill Bigelow, Steve Arnold's, and it goes on. I won't read any more because even that's becoming complicated. But it is really good watching the Line of Duty. And as I said at the beginning of the show, watch it. Programmes 1 and 2 are now on the iPlayer. Programme 3 will be on Sunday. But pay attention to it or you will lose the place. You'll lose the place. There's lots of good telly on them around at the moment. Netflix Star Trek Discovery. How fantastic was that this week? It was fantastic because Captain Christopher Pike, who is in charge of Star Trek Discovery, which is set before the Enterprise. Okay? So you got the Enterprise with Captain Kirk. That was the first ever series of Star Trek. Another recent series of Star Trek was called Enterprise, okay, which is just before Captain Kirk. Discovery is even before that, okay? Captain Pike is in charge of Discovery at the moment. In the original series of Star Trek, we get a picture, one of the episodes, of Captain Pike in a wheelchair with a burnt face. It's a different actor. And his face looks damaged by something. In this week's episode of Star Trek Discovery, there is a join-up between that first original series like 50 years ago and now. And it is when it happens, that's all I'm saying. When it happens, you'll be, wow, I can't believe how they've done that. But you need to know the original series and that particular episode to understand that. It will happen and think, oh my God, that's what happened. Okay? So just to let you know that, excellent Star Trek Discovery on Netflix. Good morning, it's Too Much. It was his birthday. Is it you? Your birthday yesterday? So happy birthday to yesterday. Next year, a new decade. Oh, how old are you now? 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s. I don't know how old you are there, Mr. Too Much. So happy birthday for yesterday. Good morning to Thomas H. He's watching on the Vaughan Live as well. Peter. Oh, has had a chocolate donut for breakfast. Oh, no, I don't think I could have that for breakfast, Peter. Not a chocolate donut. I generally have overnight oats, which is porridge oats, blueberries and fat-free yogurt all mixed up in a jar, put it in the fridge the night before or the day before or a couple of days before, and you bring it out in the morning. It's all mixed together and soaked up. Lovely. Or sometimes I might get, I might have baked beans and scrambled egg and corn bacon pieces, something like that. Claire, is Steph from Middlesbrough? I don't know. I don't know. She sounds Newcastle. But Newcastle, she's from somewhere up north. She's brilliant. I love her. Love her to bits. Morning to Alan Russell. Morning. Let's just scroll down there a little bit. And Damon is there. Good morning to Damon joining us as well there. Adrian likes to get his oats in the morning as well. Do you really? What, from a bowl probably? I can't believe you get any oats from anywhere other than a bowl, my friend. Last night I popped over to my mate's house. Talking of pizza, actually, I'm looking forward, as I say, looking forward to the all-you-can-eat pizza and ice cream buffet at Legoland either tomorrow or Wednesday this week when my nephew comes down. And I was walking over to my mate's house last night and I thought, I'll have dinner when I get home. And I got halfway there, I thought, I feel really hungry now. So I rang him up and I said, can you order a pizza from Domino's? It's very, very rare that I have Domino's pizzas because they're horrendously expensive. You know, when you can go into Aldi and buy a box of 3 pizzas for like £4. So he ordered one from Aldi and I got there and his hand opened straight away. Can I have my money? And I thought, you know, I'm going to pay the bloke on the door. He said, no, I've paid for it already. Hand over money. I said, how much was it? He said, £18. What? For a pizza, £18. Oh, but you get free garlic bread, which is like that big. The garlic bread. 18 quid for a pizza. Blimey. You shouldn't really order from Domino's except on the Tuesday. 2 for Tuesday or something like that they run, where you get 2 pizzas for 18. It's outrageous. And then on the box, so I paid 18 quid for this pizza, it shocked me, to be honest. If I'd have known, because I walked past a BP garage that's got a Marks and Spencer's, I would have gone in there. If I'd have known it was going to be that dear, I thought about 12 quid, and I would have been, peeved at paying £12 for a pizza, let alone 18. But I walked past Marks and Spencer's, part of BP. They would have had one in there for like £4 or £5. Which I should have thought about that. But nevertheless, it came. And it was very nice with the barbecue sauce, and a little man come and delivered it on his bike and what have you. So it was nice, but not £18 worth. Blooming outrageous. Anyway, so I'm round my mate's house, and they're watching this thing on the telly, this army thing. I think it was either on Channel 4 or Channel 5, where these Z-list celebrities, you know the sort, in The Only Way is Essex. There was one girl on there, I believe, from Loose Women, my mate tells me, because his other half, he's 30, so he's a millennial. He likes crap television. The Only Way is Essex. Geordie Shore. Come Dine With Me. Crap, absolute crap television with people with absolutely no talent whatsoever. But they look pretty. And I have to say, there were 3 of the boys on there that looked delightfully pretty. They really did. And then one of the girls, honestly, she had the tiniest, I think it was that programme. It might have been something else, actually. She had the tiniest bikini. No, it can't have been that. Must have been an advert or something advertising another programme on that channel in between the programme. Might have been. This girl had come up with the tiniest bikini bottoms you've ever seen in your life. Great big fat ass hanging out of it, dear. Didn't look dissimilar to my own in a mirror. Not that I look at myself in a mirror very often. I just want to point that out. I don't. Anyway, so they're doing this army thing where these celebrities are learning how to be in the army, and they're crawling along the ground and jumping on things, and then they had to get They lined up, and he said, I want volunteers. And so some people stepped forward, right, you and you. Okay, you. And then they put on this boxing hat. You know, this hat that boxers wear. It's like a mask. I don't know. You know what I mean? Bit like a cycling hat, but it goes down over the whole face. And one person had to be beaten up by 2 others. And it was a girl that he chose to be beaten up. Right, go. And these blokes are knocking the crap out of this girl. I felt sorry for her. I'm sorry, I'm a bit old-fashioned, don't hit women. Or yeah, I know she'd gone in it and she was to... I'd feel really uncomfortable about punching the face of a woman. I really would. I absolutely would. So I wasn't too happy with that. And I watched it, I thought, this is all very contrived. It looks a bit fake to me. Some of the stuff they're doing, jumping around in mud and that sort of thing, and the pain on their face and all that. And I just see a producer standing behind a camera. No, can you make it look a bit more harder than that? Can you hit them harder? Can you make it look more painful on your face? That's what I'm seeing. I find it difficult these days to believe a lot of what I'm seeing on the telly. Not like It's a Knockout. Do you remember It's a Knockout in the 70s? Where people would be climbing over all these things and they would fall and they would bloody well hurt themselves. You would see them hurt themselves. But they didn't concentrate on the pain of that person's face. They just get on with whatever they were doing. Whereas a lot of these programs, when they're having fights, and I'm not talking about drama programs, I'm talking about reality programs. I just feel that there's a producer somewhere standing there. No, you're not looking like there's enough pain in your face. Can you make it look a lot worse, please? I just think there's someone shouting like that at them. And I found it difficult to believe the pain that they appeared that they were going through. Okay, I don't suppose it's an easy ride doing it, but I'm sure they try and make it look a lot worse than it is. Same as the X Factor. You know, when there's someone singing there and we cut to a picture of the judge crying or something like that. I have to tell you, what they do is film all these things. After they filmed it, then they do little shots. They make little mini videos of the judges with all different faces, like the sad face, like that, and like that, right? They film all those separately, and then a very clever editor puts those bits in where he thinks it would be appropriate. This is half of what you see on the telly isn't actually happening. It's all done like that. It's all done like that, and green screen at the back. You see these wonderful lights and all that. No, there's no lights there at all. There's a few, but it's not like what you can see on the telly. A lot of it is green screen, and this stuff is projected onto them behind or added electronically. So the people in the studio, all they can see in front of themselves are perhaps a couple of singers and a green screen with nothing on it. Funny, isn't it, really? You can't believe it. And we were saying this when we were talking about last week. We were talking about children's programmes on the telly. And my brother-in-law and myself had been watching Trumpton. I think it was either Trumpton or Camberwick Green. And little models. When you watch the telly, these little things actually existed. You know, the windmill that turns around. The little models of people that move. And they're all made of, like, different things. Some of them probably something like plasticine. And what they do, you know, the character will be in a certain position like that. And then they take a photo and then they move it a little bit like that. And take another photo and then they move it a little bit like that and take another photo, move it a little bit like that and take another photo. And like the windmill in Windy Miller, I told you last week, you know, it goes around. You know, and the windmill will be like that, and they take a photo, then they move it a little bit, take a photo, then they move it a bit more, take a photo, and then when you run all the photos together, it looks like they're moving. These things actually existed. Cartoons. The old Tom and Jerry cartoons. They took days to make those. A bloke would sit there with his cellophane film, and there'd be the picture of perhaps Tom or Jerry would be drawn, and someone would colour it all in with paint or special pens, or I don't know how they do it. And each frame would have to be drawn like that. And then when you run it through the projector, it looks like it's moving. So it actually existed to a point of being a picture. Now, on a computer, someone pushes a few buttons, nothing actually exists. Isn't it weird? A lot of what you see doesn't actually exist. Very strange and mysterious, that is. Strange and mysterious. Let's have a look. Let's just scroll up there a little bit. Alan Russell has watched a wonderful film on Netflix called Lion. Excellent film. It's been around for a while. I know the film, Alan. And it's about these two boys, and it's in India. And they're very poor, and they go away to find work, and one loses contact with someone. He gets left at a train station. The older boy says, I'll stay here, don't move, I'll come back. He stays there, falls asleep, wakes up, can't find his brother, sees a stationary train, so he gets on the train to look for his brother, can't find his brother on there, decides to have a little bit of a kip on the train, wakes up, the train's moving, gets lost. Ends up at some like home for children in India. He is taken out by an Australian couple who want to adopt a child, goes to Australia, grows up in Australia, but has never felt like he's been part of it, and then decides to go and find his mum, goes back to India, and I won't tell you what happens there, but that's the basis of the story, and it is wonderful. It's wonderful. Watch it if you get a chance. Lion on Netflix, okay? Claire, my dad was a Geordie. Lovely part of the country. I don't think I've ever been up there. I quite like the Liverpool accent. I do like the Liverpool accent. That's a nice accent. Morning to Michael Lawrence. Good morning. Katie likes pizza. We love pizza, Katie. All I had was margarita with onions, peppers, and pineapple. Although I'll be honest, I could hardly any onions, pineapple. I mean, they were really tight with how much they put on for 18 quid as well. Dear me. Let's have a look. How to Be Nice to You was at Costco just off Junction 3 on the M4. Can meet you there one day so you can have a look around. I've been to a Costco. My mate used to have a card. My sister's got a card, actually. She's got a Costco card up north, and I've been there, and I find them absolutely soulless in there. Just stacks and stacks of stuff. I don't like it. Alan, I see Joey Essex a few weeks back. How exciting for you, Alan. Wow. You saw Joey Essex. Another one with no talent whatsoever. Please get off my telly. Him and Gemma Collins and Marc Wright and all that lot. I can't bear them, dear. Can't bear them. Morning to Adam the plumber, joining us a bit late today. Good morning, Adam. Katie Price, $35 for pizza. Is that right? God's sake, that's a lot of money. Let's have a look there. Paul and Lou, they're talking to each other there. How about the Brummie accent, Chris? No, it's all right. It's not sexy. The Liverpool accent, I think, is very, very sexy. I do like the Liverpool accent. Nothing wrong with other accents. I find a strong Scottish accent is quite difficult to understand. Although they've got that bloke on Radio 5 Live. Rod Sharp, he's very good. Rod Sharp. Adrian, you can pick up a Domino's for £10 if you go and collect. What, instead of 18? Well, that sounds a bit better to me, doesn't it? Blimey, so much better. So just going back to that army programme that I watched. Yeah, I mean, everyone's quite pretty to look at, but that's about it. You know, it didn't really do it for me. I thought it was awful. What else have I going to tell you? Oh, I found my nephew. I didn't realise my nephew had an Instagram account. Oh my God, this is the 22-year-old. What he's got up to in the last few years is unbelievable. Let me try and find his Instagram. He's got a picture of himself there. There he is. There's Jimmy. Look, coming back from football. Look, that's him there with a hat on. Look, that's my nephew. Look, he's absolutely wrecked. Look at him and his mate. I think that's his mate Shep. He's called Shep, and I can't believe what he gets up to. There's another thing here. I think he sneaked into first class there on one of the trains. Look, he'd die if I tell you these. There he is with I think all his football mates there. He's the one in the middle with the hat on. Can you see? Look. There's a video here somewhere. Where's the video? Is that it there? Of him doing something on a bike. Look, he said, "Can I have a lift?" to his mate. Right, ready for this? Look. Oh my God. Could have broken his bloody back on that. Look. Jimmy, what are you doing, mate? God's sake. You see, he may be 22 years old. To me, he's still 5 years old. He's my little 5-year-old nephew. They don't grow up in your mind, do they? I'm sure you know what I mean. And there's another one here. God knows. I think he got chucked out of this pub. Look, that's him on top of his mate's shoulders in a pub somewhere, topless. Obviously pissed out of his head, honestly. And what's this here? There's a thing in Iron Apple. I won't play that for you because it's got words. I thought there was another video here somewhere, which I found of great amusement. And there's some older pictures of him here as well, doing stuff. Now where's that one? He did a little video with his mate. This is old. This one. Look at that. There's him and his mate. Wishing Happy New Year, and they were clearly pissed. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can get that. Here we go. That's it. He's the one on. That's him there. That one. He'd die if I showed you those. It's my nephew's Instagram account. Hello to Bung Tonts. Good morning to Bung Tonts. Bung Tonts. Is it Bung Tonts TV? Good morning to you. Paul and Lou, get him some gay followers on Instagram. That'll upset him. No, he has enough of those. He gets those. Because you know what people are like, going through photos and they see him and they try and friend him. And he's on the phone like, here, Chris, one of your gay mates has just tried to friend me again. What should I do? I said, just block him if you don't like him. He just blocks them straight away. And they send him messages without saying anything to me. These are people like near my own age. Please do us a favour. Or they come at you, you get a message. All right, Chris, how are you? Long time no speak. Oh, I saw this photo of you with someone else. Who is he? It's my nephew. Oh, right, okay then. I love it, dear. Don't you get your dirty gay hands near my nephew. Thank you very much. Hello to Tony Power joining us today. I'm a naughty uncle, I am. Okay, Super Fungus. Watch out in your gardens, boys and girls. In this morning's Super Soaraway Daily Express. Swinging hard to the right here. Hard to the right here. British farmers are being blamed for accidentally creating a drug-resistant super fungus, which can infect the lungs and bloodstream and are springing up in gardens across the country. Watch out, boys and girls. The fungi have developed several strains that are resistant to treatments. It says, for some people, particularly those with weak, and I've got one of these, weak immune systems, aspergillosis can be crippling. The medical condition in which the fungus gets inside the bloodstream can cause damage to the sufferer's lungs. Simple everyday tasks like walking up a flight of stairs can become a struggle. So if you've been having trouble going up the stairs, have you been in your garden? You might have breathed in fungus. Oh, fungus. Sandra is one of those who contracted the infection in this morning's Daily Express, which is resistant to the main antifungal treatments. Miss Hicks of Dorset said, at the moment I'm waiting to hear from my doctors what the next step of treatment will be. I just don't know. Obviously, it's an alarming situation to be in. I don't think we don't really hear much about fungus causing medical problems. It's usually like bacteria and viruses, isn't it? You rarely hear about fungus, but this is quite serious. The pharmacist has little choice but to watch her health slowly go downhill. I mean, does it kill you? I don't know. Professor David Denning, who heads the National Aspergillosis Centre in Manchester, said fungal infections which would not respond to drugs were almost non-existent in 2003. He told the Daily Mail online, they now infect about 1 in 5 of our patients. We have dozens whose fungal infections we can't treat. They remain very ill and sometimes they die. Last year, we lost about 65 patients out of our total group of 500. Well, that's quite a lot, isn't it? 65 out of 500. Someone do a percentage, please. I can't work those out. What's the percentage of that? 65 out of 500. What's the percentage? It's a mould that rots compost and crops, and it's been linked up to 400,000 asthma cases in the UK every year and 3,600 lung infections, according to the Sunday Times. So there we are. If you're going to go out in your garden anymore, boys and girls, I think you're going to have to wear one of those masks like they wear in the airports in Hong Kong and China. Have you seen the people running around in Hong Kong and China with masks on their face? Have you noticed that? That's what we need to do if we go in our gardens. Thank you very much. What's Jimmy's Instagram? Hang on, I'll tell you. Don't know what it is now. Hang on a minute. Can I tell that? Where has it gone now? Oh, I've lost it now. Hang on. Home. Press the home button. I've got the royal family come up now. Is it on Friends or something? I don't know how to find that now. 1 minute. Oh, here we are. Jimmy Butler 97. Oh, here's one. Oh, here's one of him coming back on the train from football. Yeah, here's the video. Ready? Look. Drunk. I don't think I ever got like that. I don't think. I think I went for a little period when I was about 23. I was living in Wandsworth and I used to go over to the pub every night after work and get drunk and literally crawl home. Yeah, maybe I did get that for a while. All right, hello to JP. Morning, JP. Katie, there's a news article in Australia about a lady woke to find a snake in her bed. Oh, my God. Well, but be honest with you, Katie, I'd be happy to find anything in my bed these days. Stuff that happens. John, my ex-wife had a fungus infection. Apparently too much use. Tony, a fifth of patients died from this fungal infection. That's not good, is it? All right. We're going to do today's birthdays now, boys and girls. Time is moving on. We must rush now. We must rush. I haven't had my 10 o'clock pills either. Must have my pills. Good morning. On this 8th of April 2019, happy birthday to Marc Jones, a young 24 years old yesterday. I was on Grindr last night, hoping, and I thought someone had nicked his photograph, actually, and was using it to pick people up. It's outrageous, dear. Good morning, Mark. 24 years old today. It wasn't him, though. 24 today. Alex Burrows, London's favourite bus driver, is today 40 years old. He may actually turn up at the karaoke to celebrate his birthday. I've got a feeling he might. So happy birthday to you, Alex. Sam Quershi is 56 years old today. Happy birthday to Sam. Marshall Mandran. I think you're one of our karaoke people, aren't you, Marshall? If I remember rightly, although I haven't seen you for some time. Happy birthday to you. Leigh Brown is 33 years old on this Monday. Happy birthday, Leigh. Craig Wright, 30 years old today. I've known him for years. I've never actually met him. I've known him online. And he used to listen to some of my radio stuff when he was much younger, actually. And we keep in contact with people. I love keeping in contact with people. Happy birthday to Craig, 30 today. Barry Dillaway, who was a estate agent. I don't know if he's still working as an estate agent, but happy birthday to Barry this morning. And Duncan Day is 35 years old today. So happy birthday, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Tonight it's Monday night, boys and girls. Monday night tonight. So I'll be hosting karaoke in North London. Want to come? I'll make sure you have a good night. It's all about having a laugh. Doesn't matter if you can sing or not. We don't care. I will never, ever cuss anyone who can't sing. It's all about coming to have a go. Karaoke on this Monday, and indeed every Monday, starts at 7:30 at Central Station Bar, 37 Wharfdale Road, King's Cross in London. That's Monday night karaoke, starting tonight at Central Station from 7:30. Thanks ever so much, boys and girls. Must dash. Have a lovely day. And thanks for watching and listening. See you again sometime tomorrow. Bye-bye now.